Hello everybody, this is Dave from Tanked Up Life. Today I'm going to do a species profile on hybrid betta fish, and it actually is pronounced betta. I have always pronounced it beta, but it actually technically is pronounced betta. Anyway, there are a lot of varieties of hybrid betta fish, some including the veil tail, half moon, crown tail, double tail, placket or short finned, Dumbo ear, dragon scale, alien bettas, and the one that I currently have now, which is a koi betta. So just a few of the varieties of hybrid bettas. These fish did not actually exist in the wild. They were man-made and they were bred for certain characteristics, crossbred with other fish and whatnot to give us the bettas that we have today. Some interesting facts about betta fish, or Siamese fighting fish. There are 73 species of betta fish, and bettas are actually anabantoids, which means that they can breathe atmospheric air using a unique organ they have called a labyrinth, and this accounts for their ability to thrive in very low oxygen water conditions that would kill most other fish, such as rice paddies in slow-moving streams, drainage ditches, large puddles. Betta fish also have two different types of spawning behavior. Some build bubble nests, such as Betta splendens, while others, such as Betta pictus, are actually mouth brooders. The mouth brooder species, sometimes they're referred to as pseudo-bettas. They're expected to possibly have evolved from the nest builders in an adaptation to their fast-moving stream habitats that they live in. So let's talk about tank size for a betta fish, because this is definitely a point of contention. What's the ideal size for a tank for a betta fish? Well, ideally you would have a 10-gallon or above. But is that necessary? No, it's not. Many of the betta tanks that are out there, such as the ones made by Fluval even, are only 2.8 gallons. So could you put a betta fish in a 3-gallon tank? You certainly could. I did have the Fluval Spec 2, which is a 2.8 gallon, not designed for bettas, but it almost mimics Fluval's betta tank. And my betta was completely happy inside that tank. There was plenty of room for him to swim around, nice plant in the middle. You certainly can go with a smaller tank. I would not really go under that 3-gallon mark or 11-liter mark, but you really want approximately, ideally, it's a 10-gallon, but you can definitely put a betta in a 3. I would not go smaller than a 3. Temperature for betta fish, standard for most fish, 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 to 27 degrees Celsius. pH, fairly wide range of 6.0 to 7.0. And hardness, also pretty good range of 5 to 17 degrees of general hardness. So bettas are a fairly hardy fish. Let's talk about the ideal tank setup for a betta fish. Certainly you would do live plants if possible, with plenty of caves and hiding spots. Most bettas are territorial. You would preferably want a dark substrate that would make your betta fish stand out more versus a light substrate. Moderate lighting is recommended, and I think most importantly would be gentle filtration. Due to the size of a betta's fins, they're generally not strong swimmers. So you really would like, ideally, gentle filtration. Now that includes both the outflow and the intake. If you have a strong filter, you really have to put a sponge or something on the intake to stop your betta fish from getting sucked and stuck against the intake of your filter, as well as the outtake of your filter, the output of your filter. You want to somehow make that water flow be gentle, whether you can direct it into a sidewall, or maybe you have a spray bar that you can face downwards. Anything to basically make your filtration appear to be gentle would be a benefit to your betta fish. Now, bettas are carnivores. So as far as diet, they're like a very diet rich in protein, Certainly give them a lot of different varieties of food. However, betta fish are can be pigs. They can be gluttons, and that will come with some health issues that would affect them down the line. We'll get to those shortly. But anyway, a varied diet rich in protein. Regular water changes. Okay, you want to make sure that you're keeping up with your water changes. And on average, if you take care of your betta fish, the average lifespan is about 3 years. Let's talk about some common betta fish health issues. Number one is overfeeding. Okay, bettas have voracious appetites. They're always on the lookout for food. And overfeeding could lead to bloating, intestinal blockages, and swim bladder disease. So it's best to stick to a feeding schedule and feed your betta small portions. I would try to target feed the fish in your tank if you do have multiple fish in the tank with your betta. For example, like my 20-gallon, my koi betta is in a 20-gallon tank. So I've got to watch and be careful. Just make sure that he doesn't eat too much. Luckily, my betta does not seem to like flake food too much, so that's an advantage there. He's always looking for bloodworms and other like live foods. But basically, stick to its feeding schedule and try to feed your betta small portions. Another thing is water quality is very important for betta fish. Don't skip your tank maintenance. Make sure that your water quality is excellent. Okay, they are sensitive to poor water. And the last one is choose compatible tank mates for your betta fish. Again, they're slow swimmers with big fins, and you don't want to put them in a tank with fin nippers that are constantly be going after their fins. If you see that your betta fish is getting its fins bitten off or bitten at, you've got to either move your betta fish or you've got to move that fish that's doing that out of the tank. So those are a couple of things to be aware of when it comes to your betta's health. Some other ailments of your betta fish is pop eye. Okay, the symptoms would be bulging eyes. That's caused by bacterial infection or poor water quality. Okay, usually if you change your water and improve the water quality, that will help, but you may need to use antibiotics. Another disease that bettas are prone to getting is dropsy, okay, which is a bloated appearance where the scales seem to be sticking out. Okay, that's caused by kidney and liver issues. Okay, the treatment would be an Epsom salt bath for your betta. And another one would be ick. Okay, we all have dealt with ick if you are a fish lover and have aquariums. White spots all over the body, which is caused by a parasitic infection. You can raise your temperature to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius. I recommend using ick medication as well. And finally, the last one would be swim bladder disorders, okay, which basically the causes, you would see that the fish is swimming erratically or has trouble staying upright. Okay, this could be caused by digestive issues, as we talked about earlier, overfeeding, or physical injury. Okay, no food for 1 to 2 days. And one thing that you can actually do to aid digestion is add blanched peas. Just remove the skin from the pea and feed that to your betta fish, and that will actually aid in their digestion to kind of help their digestion system work properly. So that's my species profile on a hybrid betta fish. I often go to the big box stores like Petco or PetSmart, and I try to avoid looking at those little betta fish in cups because I see them, a lot of them are not in good health, and it just makes me want to buy them all and rescue them. But anyway, at the end of the day, you want to have a healthy fish in your tank, and you want your fish to stay healthy. So with that, please give me a like and subscribe, and we'll talk soon.